In the research, we didn't play around with or manipulate or have anything to do with whether there was actual stereotyping on the part of the service provider, but it was more that the consumers entered into the situation with this fear that that service provider might be stereotyping me because he's a man and I'm a woman, and he recognizes that we're in a context in which typically male-oriented skills like math and science and technology, they're coming into play. So in the studies that we ran, we really focused on contexts like financial services, such as tax advising, automobile repair, and automobile purchasing. And so we used those kind of contexts, and we wanted to understand whether consumers feared that they would be stereotyped. And in fact, that is what we found. And when they felt afraid that they'd be stereotyped, they then wanted to shun the interaction altogether. So they were willing to forego helpful advice, for example, from a tax advisor, because they felt as if they might be stereotyped. How can service providers in these typically male, these STEM-oriented contexts, what can they do to assuage these concerns that potentially some group members might have? So women, or you could even extend this to aged people or people of minority ethnicities. What can they do? And we said, well, one of the things that they can do, which is very easy, is to promote their services using someone from the consumer's own group. So if we're talking about women in a typically male-oriented context, then you can, as a firm, advertise your services using female employees. And that was a way that we saw that women felt more confident about the interaction, and they were more interested in pursuing an interaction with that service provider. A second route that we found is that we introduced a sense of calmness into the environment in which our women were making their choices. And we did this by introducing the scent of vanilla. So vanilla scent has been used for centuries to calm and pacify people who have anxiety. And so we introduced it into the context in which our participants would be making their decisions. And we found when just the slightest scent of vanilla was in the environment, they then felt calmer and they felt reassured that the transaction would go just as it would normally.